Hey guys, okay, so first of all, sorry for not uploading sooner. I've had a few messages asking me if I'm still alive and if I'm still doing this, which I am, but I've just been really busy with picking up stock. November was a terrible month, or has been a terrible month for stock picking, and it's an issue I raised on the forum, the resellers-forum website, and basically, I said that I'm having trouble finding stock. eBay's not really had anything good that I've managed to see. Gumtree has been a bit of a downer, and charity shops around here, or at least the ones that I usually go to, have just been pretty dead or overpriced. But so I decided to expand a little bit and go out of my usual kind of 2 or 3 charity shops that I go to. And I source more now. I source maybe about 4 times a week. So it is getting a bit harder to try and find time to make a video. But these are basically my pickups. It's quite a large pickups, but I'll try and be as quick as possible. So first of all, some of you who saw some of my older videos may have seen this guy, and it's a Ed the Duck hand puppet. Now, unfortunately, I won this auction for like £1, but the hair is matted. Now you can unmat it, but it is very time consuming, and the squeak is gone as well. It is Golden Bear, but if I put this guy on, you'll see that unfortunately the squeaker is gone. It's still pretty good. The jumper's in good condition, but I've had this a while, and I had an offer of £2 on him, which I rejected. But to be honest, there's not been much interest. However, yesterday I managed to pick up this guy, which, as you can see, the hair is in a lot better condition. The jumper is in better condition as well, and more importantly, if I put this guy on, I will show you that, if I can get it, there we go, that this guy, squeaker still works. So yeah, much better. The hair is a lot better. I'm expecting to get maybe around £15 for him. There's a lot more of him online now, of course, because people are realizing that how much they're worth, but they still go for a good like 12-15 quid. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That one I'll either keep as a spare or just ditch him, because it only cost me £1 anyway. So yeah, that one's good. I picked up a few mugs. I'll get them out of the way first. And there's this one here, which is a really good condition Eeyore mug, and it's the Tams. I believe it's Tams. Maybe this one is Tams. Yeah, this one is Tams. It's Tams collection. You can see underneath it says TAMS, Disney Tams. This one I paid £1 for. This one I paid $2.99 for, but I know it will go. It is Disney. It's not the Tams edition, but it is Disney, and it's a nice cut. They're slightly different shape, but that one will go. And I also picked up this one, which is another Tams mug, and it's Winnie the Pooh. You can see underneath TAMS. Really good condition again. And yeah, so I think I actually paid £1 for that as well. So I'm looking at between £8 to £10 for these mugs. I've seen a pack of 2 go for $14.99, which, to be honest, I'd probably be happy with. So that's pretty good. Let's get rid of these. And next up, we have something that, to be honest, I don't actually really know what it is, or at least I don't know the specific one. Let's put that down there. Okay, this one, it's here, and it's the Ben 10. It's an Omnitrix watch, but when you pull those, it kind of flips open, and you have like a figure in there. Yeah, you can put like a figure in there or stand something in there, and you close it all up. It's in good condition, but I just don't know the specific one of this because I've not really seen that one before. It's quite a big old chunky watch. Obviously it's Bandai 2009 Ben 10, but that's about all I know, and I paid £1.50 for it, so that was alright. I could maybe get 10, 15, maybe a bit less, but we'll see. Next up, I have some books, and I've got this one here, Management: The New Workplace. Obviously I'm looking at FBA, so I'm looking at just a few books to send in. This one unfortunately isn't worth a great deal. It's worth maybe about £5-6, but once it's into FBA, I haven't got to worry about it. I haven't got to worry about shipping it. It can just sit there. It doesn't matter really. So I paid £1 for this. I have a couple of these. Unfortunately, these were still in my local charity shop. This is the kind of stuff that they kind of doing now, and I've not really found anything great in there. These were the Disney sing-along books. We have the one that's like loads. Well, actually, I think they're both just various characters. This one's Disney Pixar characters, and this one's just Disney. But it comes with like a CD inside there, which then you can kind of play the CD and read the stories at the same time. They don't go for much, about £2.50 each, but I'll sell them. I'm gonna try and sell them both for like £5 pack, just so I can send them both together. Next up, once again from the same shop. These weren't that great, but this is Disney Animal Stories and 365 Stories for Girls, both Disney. I've got both of these listed as a pack for £9.99 at the moment. They are quite weighty, so it'll probably cost £3.60, £3.20, something like that, to send via Hermes. Shouldn't have really bought them, but I thought at the time I saw them, I thought, you know what, they're quite big. They're Disney. This one was £20 new, and this one was £12.99 new. So I thought they'd still have some value, but they don't really. But I'll see if they go for Christmas. So. Next up, we have, this is some of my older stock. So we've got a Waddington's Sealed Deluxe Polar Bear puzzle. I have that listed for £9.99. There isn't any on Amazon, surprisingly, considering it's Waddington's. There's none on Amazon, so I was going to send that into FBA as it's sealed. I may decide to start a listing, I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. This one, once again, brand new and sealed. As you can see, I've been kind of keeping an eye out for more Amazon-worthy products. I know you don't have to get sealed for Amazon, but if I do see sealed, I try and pick them up. This is a classic Dining Moments dinner game, and it's a British Pullman Orient Express, London to Edinburgh. And it's basically just like a dinner party game, but that's brand new and sealed, so that will probably go up to FBA, as there is a listing for that one. This one is a Disney panorama puzzle, and you can see this one is like all the princesses. There are 1,000 pieces. On Amazon you're looking at about £20 used for this. eBay, I think I've got it listed for 15 at the moment, and there is a watcher, so I don't know if this one will go FBA or if I'll keep this eBay. Next up, I won this auction for like £2, and it's the Stratego Duel Masters. Should have really bagged that, but never mind. Stratego Duel Masters. Bit of a strange one because it's quite rare, especially in the UK. It's quite rare. I've currently got this listed on Amazon and eBay for £49.99. eBay is with best offer. Amazon's just straight buy, of course. But we'll see how that one goes. And I picked up another one of these puzzlers. This was actually on eBay for £4.99. I've sold one of these quite recently for £23 via Amazon. This one I'm actually going to send into FBA and try and get about £27 for this one. I believe it would go quite happily. So although I paid £5 for this, which is quite high, knowing I can get 20 plus, it was a no-brainer for me. Okay, so on to a few more bits that I picked up recently. I picked up this, which is a Monogamy board game. I paid £1.50. I don't know if you can see that, but £1.50. It's in great condition, and all of the contents are actually still sealed. The box isn't sealed, but the contents are. Unfortunately, this game comes up as a restricted product for me on Amazon. It might be because obviously it's an adult game. I'm not sure why this one does. None of my other stuff does, but this does. I'm not sure if that still counts if I send it into FBA. Is it still restricted for me? Probably. But if not, I'll put this on eBay and get £12 to £15, maybe even more as it's sealed. So yeah, not too bad for £1.50. And next up is another book that I bought specifically for Amazon. Unfortunately, the price of this went down just as I bought it while I was waiting for it to be delivered. But it's the James Bond Encyclopedia. Really, really big book. And this was £25 new. I'm looking at maybe about £10 FBA. There are a couple of FBA sellers, but they've done the stupid thing by trying to beat merchant fulfilled prices even though they're FBA. So there's a few merchant fulfilled prices of like £2.50 or £2.40 on this. And FBA, the two FBA users are currently charging £2.40 still, even though they're FBA. They, you know, even I'm not done FBA, and even I know you don't try and beat merchant fulfilled prices when you're FBA. That's the whole point of FBA. So I'm going to put this up at £10. They can sell theirs if they want, and when they do, mine will be there for £10. And I have an original Scrabble, which is all there. It's not in the best condition, but it's certainly not bad considering the age. It's all there. I've checked all the bits and stuff, so I think I may have resealed it. Yeah, I did. But I paid £2.50 for this. I'm looking to get maybe 12, 13 back, to be honest. Probably not too much. But the vintage game's always pretty good to get a hold of. I'll show you these. I've actually got 9 of these. Let's get on these over here. And yeah, so I've got 9 of these. These were 50p each. And they are Halo Series 7. Yeah, Halo Series 7 like blister packs. And I was going to do 3 for £10. That's kind of what they've been selling for on eBay. So you literally just get 3 of those for 10 quid, which I was happy with. You know, I paid £4.50 for all of these, so to get 30 quid back would be great. You know, I'd be happy with that. However, one thing I noticed is that some of the figures alone sell for like £8. Now they are rare figures, I admit, but there are some figures which are about £10 in value, and they are like the transparent green or red ones. Now, I don't know what you guys feel. I don't know if any of you have done this, but would you open these up and then sell the figures individually, complete of course, everything in the bag is what they'd get, or would you just sell them blind, 3 for a tenner? Let me know what you think, because it's probably easier to send that in a letter than it is all the bits, rebag the bits or whatever. But if I have got, I mean, you know, there's a chance that I could have 3 or 4 of those green figures. I mean, you know, you never know. Its chances are slim, but it's still a chance. And if I've got them, suddenly you're talking like 50, 60 quid worth there. instead of 30. So, but of course, if I open them, then I have to sell them as the figures by themselves, which there may not be as much value in just the figure as there is in 3 for a tenner. So, let me know what you guys think if you ever done this. So, and yeah, next up, the few more bags. I'm just gonna show you guys these. I picked up this. Not too much value in it, but it is brand new and sealed, and I paid, I think the sticker might be off. Yeah, the sticker's off, but I paid £1. On Amazon FBA, I'm looking at about £10 on this. You know, brand new and sealed, so perfect for FBA. I can just send this right up. The barcode will go on the side on this one. Cover that up. So yeah, £1 for that. And I picked up a couple of Warhammer books. This was in the Oxfam shop. I believe that was £1. This is Warhammer: The Game of Fantasy Battles. And this one is Apocalypse Reload. This was 50p. It's pretty, you know, they're all in great condition and stuff. So once again, not too much value in these. I could probably bundle them up on eBay for like £6 and make alright profit back. Amazon, there's not much. There's like, I think it's like £5 and £2 or something. So, but we'll see, because it's, you know, these might be good to just kind of help fill up an Amazon box. Just bung those in with the other books I've got. Yeah, so we'll see about that. And lastly, in this bag, I've got another 2 bags, is a I believe it's 78 or 76 version of Go from, I believe it's Pleasant Time Games. Well, it says, oh yeah, sorry, 1976. It says Pacific Game Company, but also in the box there's a little leaflet that says Pleasant Time Games, I think. North Hollywood, California. These go for about $15 to $20 mainly in Canada. So I can't see any British ones. I can't see this specific one on Amazon. So I may just put this on eBay for £20 and see what happens. It's really good. It's like really heavy, or at least heavy for a board game, because it's like solid wood board inside. So yeah, I might just put this up £20, see what happens. Right, let me just funnel these back in, and I will show you the next bag. Okay, so that one. Next up, we have this one here, which, actually, let's put them over there. I got a couple of Wombles. Now these ones are actually going to a mate of mine, because she asked me to keep an eye out for Wombles. These are Posh Paws 2011 Wombles, Film Fair Limited. Okay, so it's the one with that label, and I'll show you the other side in case you ever see them. I don't know resale value, to be honest, because as I say, they were bought purely for a mate. But I paid £2.50 each, so there might be some value in them if you were to resell them, but obviously do your research, make sure. And I bought this guy here, which is really good. It's the Optimus Prime head helmet. I'm going to put this on. There you go. Look at that. I had the Bumblebee one once, which I sold for, I paid £1.50. I sold it for like 18. This one was $1.99 in the RSPCA shop, which was cool. And it does work. Let me try and find, there it is.
I am Optimus Prime. Autobots, transform and roll out. I am Optimus Prime. Autobots, transform and roll out.
So yeah, pretty good. I have to test the mic, see if the mic works. When you actually talk, it changes your voice. Oh yeah, there we go. Yes, I believe it works. Kind of. But yeah, so still picking me up. Yeah, so that was pretty good for $1.99. I'm looking on Amazon. Even used, these go for a good £35 to £40. So another question here: would you guys think that this would make a good FBA item? Obviously, it's second-hand. There is some like paint bits off just on the front there. It is quite bulky. I'm not quite sure how you would barcode this up without the box. Do you think that maybe this would be better just as an eBay item, list it for like 25 quid, see what happens? Or would you perhaps put it in a box and then put the barcode on the box for FBA, so a box within a box, if you know what I mean? But yeah, so let me know, anyone that is more experienced with FBA, that would be very much appreciated. So yeah, I got that, and let me just put this away and I'll show you the last batch I got. Okay, remember we go back in there. Alrighty, okay, so last one. I picked up this, which was pretty cool. And on the side it just said, I think the label might be off. Oh no, there we go. It said on the side, RSPCA, box £1. And I thought, well, who would buy just a Clark's box for £1? But I opened it, and inside, with full armour, he's not wearing all the full armour at this moment in time, but all the rest is in the box, is a complete armour up Baymax figure. And as I say, all the rest of the armour is in there. I've fully made him, and it's all there, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so basically, let me make this guy down again. There we go. I think that's it. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's the Baymax figure from obviously Big Hero 6. Now I think obviously, unfortunately, here we go. Unfortunately, even when they were brand new, these only went for about £10. So I'm not going to get overly amount for him, but you know, I paid £1. So even if I sold this guy for £7 or £8, you know, like I said, it has got all the armor. So I'll take pictures of him like this, and I'll take pictures of him with the full armor and stuff as well. So yeah, I think he'll do well. It's in great condition. So yeah, so pretty good for £1. Spun all this guy away, and I picked up a couple more bits, which were these. These are Lego Movie, or the Lego Movie, Good Cop Bad Cop. Sorry, Good Cop Bad Cop cups, not Good Cop Bad Cop. And basically, you got these with McDonald's. Still got a receipt in there. These were 50p each, and on Amazon FBA, excuse me, on Amazon FBA, you're looking at, let's see if I can, here we go, Bad Cop, Good Cop, and also the rest also kind of move, and you see ships flying in and stuff. On Amazon FBA, these were going for between £8 and £10 each. Sorry, on Amazon, £8 to £10 each. FBA, I'm not sure if there were any sellers at all. But I don't know whether to just maybe bundle them up, 2 for £10 on eBay, or send them into FBA. They might make good, you know, kind of like just bits you can just shove in the box and process. They'd be very easy to process. I might be able to just bag it up and just put a barcode, because there's no barcode on them, so I might just be able to put them in a bag, barcode on the side of the bag. Might be alright. But yeah, so they were pretty decent for 50p each. And I picked up this guy, and this guy was actually, I've got to change the batteries in him, but this guy was one of the pickups of the day for me. Anyone who knows this will instantly know this is pretty cool. And it's a Think Away Toys Wally figure. He does work, as I say, but unfortunately his batteries aren't that great, so I can remember how to switch the guy on. Oh, there it is. But you can tell his batteries are going, so. And I'm sure there's like another button somewhere. So yeah, so that was pretty cool. And amazingly, this was only 50p. It was just shoved in a toy box right next to that Baymax figure. Yeah, so 50p, really good. I'm looking at maybe 15 quid for this, quite happily. If I can change the batteries and really show him working, then yeah, I can maybe ask a bit more. But yeah, so that was really good. And here's something that I kind of always wanted to do, but I was in a charity shop. I can't remember which one. Really can't remember which one now, but I was in a charity shop and I decided that for the first time I'm actually going to scan items whilst in the shop. And what I did was I picked up this, which is a sealed Discworld Noir Terry Pratchett PC game. Now, it's a game that I actually wanted to play myself, but to be honest, I think I might just sell it. But it was still brand new and sealed, so I thought, well, you know what, PC games do pretty well. A lot of people think they don't, but PC games do well, especially if you can get them sealed. There are obviously a lot of PC games where the value just isn't there anymore. But if you can get them sealed, you don't have to worry about if the code's there. You haven't got to worry about if the disc is scratched or if there's an online element that's been registered before. If you can get them sealed, they're worth the money. Now, I paid 50p for this. Doesn't go for like a great deal, maybe £6 or £7. Might be able to get about £10 on FBA for it. But the main reason why I show you this is because also it was like kind of like there, and just on the top shelf I also saw the Discworld name, the Terry Pratchett Discworld name. And what this is a 1,000 piece Terry Pratchett Discworld Mort puzzle. Okay, and the puzzle is by Spears Games, which are, you know, a really good game manufacturer. Now on FBA, this is currently listed for over 50 quid, and there have been sales of 40 plus on this quite happily within the last week to 3 months, judging by Camel. So I'm well impressed with this. I paid $2.99 for this, but to be honest, I may have walked away from a puzzle worth 3 quid if I hadn't have scanned it. And I wasn't secretive about it. I got this down, happily scanned it. I saw what it was going for, saw the sales rank, so I thought, you know what, I'm going for this. But the good thing about it is right next to it was this, which is the other one, or one of the other ones, which is the Discworld Map Edition. Once again, 1,000 pieces. This one still has its original bag inside, and this one goes for between 35 and 40. So you're looking at 35, 40, maybe around 40, 45 on Amazon FBA. So 2 really great pickups, and I wouldn't have got them if I hadn't have scanned. So yeah, that's the majority of the stuff that I picked up. I did try and keep this short, but there's so much, it's like 30 minutes. But I do have a few more bits. to show you. I picked up a few PlayStation 1 games, V-Rally 2, Gran Turismo, just like the original. These are all Silver Label, and Air Combat. Nothing great, but if I ever get a PlayStation, I can quite happily bundle them together, or just send them into FBA, to be honest, and let them just go for like a few quid here and there, because I paid 75p each for these. And I picked up these, which are Xbox original games. We've got Hitman Blood Money. We got Red Dead Revolver, which, to be honest, I didn't even know had come out. I loved Red Dead Redemption. I didn't even know there was another one. So Red Dead Revolver on the Xbox, pretty cool. Shame I haven't got an Xbox to play it, because I loved Red Dead Redemption. I paid $2.99 for that one, so it was up a bit. I got Medal of Honor Frontline. There's actually something rattling in that one. Ah, it's a bit of the case. Yeah. Medal of Honor Frontline, 99p. Hitman was 99p. I got Max Payne 1 and 2. These were 99p each. So with these two, I might just put them on eBay for like 2 for 6 quid or whatever, or 2 for a 10 or whatever they go for. But these will probably end up going to FBA, because games sell really quick to FBA. And I'm bound to get more than the $2.99 and the 99 pence each for these I paid. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I also picked this up. Now it is faulty, there is an issue with it, and it's a Game Boy Pocket. As you can see, although it's off, it has got batteries. Oh, I may have taken them out. Yeah, I did take them out. But the power is off. There's no game in it, nothing like that. Okay, no game, power's off, as you can see by the light. Yeah, by the power light. But as you can see, it's still got something on the screen. You can see an image. Now, unfortunately, that normally means that the dye has bled over. Obviously, for those of you that know, I've been doing my electronics, or learning my electronics. So I've learned a little bit more about stuff like this. Not too much, but I've learned a little bit more. So yeah, I may have to replace the screen, which is only going to be a few pounds. I won this auction for £4, or for £6, I can't remember which. It will cost me a couple of pounds to fix it. I've bought a screwdriver, a tri edge screwdriver that opens up anything Nintendo, really. So yeah, so I'm going to open this up. I'm going to try and fix it. If not, then I'll replace the screen. I've also bought like a soccer Game Boy game just to try it with, because I had no games. I'm not going to set it with a power lead. I'm just going to set it with some batteries. But it's actually in like really good condition. Really good condition. So yeah, so I bought that. Sorry, there's just so many sirens going on outside at the moment. And yeah, that was about it really. I did win a really nice bundle of stuff. It was a Sony PSP, a Nintendo DSi, which has a faulty hinge, so I've got to change the shell on that one. A Nokia 5800 Music Express phone, that's not really worth much. 500GB Seagate hard drive. An iPod Nano first generation, so fingers crossed that it is one of the ones that you can exchange. If not, it's still the resale value still goes for like 50 quid. I paid £32 for everything, and you also get like a TomTom XL satellite navigation, and also a watch, which I don't know much about until I get it. But all that stuff, so the PSP, the DS, everything was all just 32 quid, and I won that auction. So I'm going to give them a go, see if they all work. The description says they all work. The DS, as I say, does have a broken hinge. The PSP has a slightly where you put the disc in, it has a slightly bent connector, but the game still works. You just have to give it a bit of a push. So I may change the connector if it's worth my time, or just resell it as is. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. 35 minutes. Thanks for watching. So like I said, sorry it's been so late me updating you guys. I'll update you on sales. I've had sales on both Amazon and eBay over the last couple of weeks. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are all having fun still doing this. I hope you're selling well, buying well. And this is just to show that sourcing really does pay off. And I felt at the time like I was doing enough. I felt that going out 2 times a week was enough. It clearly wasn't. Now I'm going to be doing 4 times a week. And I'm picking up some good gear. So anyway, thank you for watching, and have a nice week. Cheers.